Hi everyone, and welcome to Series 3 of this Walsall save. So yeah, we are now in League One. It's been a very busy window. A lot of people going in and out. Lots of bits been done, and we're far from done. But I thought I'd come back for the first game of the season. New league, new challenges. Thought you guys would be interested in that. So we've got Lincoln City away, 28 degrees. Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it, if we had that sort of weather here? Yeah, we'll start off with some of the transfers. If I quickly get there, transfer history. We'll start off with some of the outgoings. So Liam Bossing's gone to York on a free transfer. We've loaned Alfie Bates out. Signed a guy called Leighton Stewart, but loaned him out straight away. Connor Grant has gone to Wigan. We sold him for 450k. We've got a good bit of money for him for a free transfer. Then we've got signed a guy called James Trafford and loaned him out as well. We sold Cameron Norman for 400,000 to Wigan. It's worth that much now, so I think that was pretty good. The reason why I sold him as well, I can see it still. He doesn't enjoy big games. I want to try and get rid of players who had those sort of traits, because I want people to be able to perform consistently, even if they're big games. Then there's another guy we signed on the free transfer and loaned him out as well, Charlie Savage. Josh Gordon's gone, 52,000. He just wasn't really that good. He was all right, but we could do better. So, and free up a bit of his wages as well, and a bit of money brought in to help try and bring in some new players. Then I think this guy was with us before. Yeah, Jack Lynch has gone out on loan. James Clark has gone as well because we had a bit of a falling out. He wanted to be loaned out. I wanted him to be a part of the first team squad, but hey ho. But I sold him $250,000, which I don't think bad going, to be honest. And a youngster we sold for 135,000. Personally, I don't think he'll ever make it. So to get that much money, with it potentially going to just under £250,000, I'm very happy with. So the incomings we've got. James Trafford's one for the future. Decent keeper already, to be honest. He could have potentially been our first choice this season, but I thought, no, let's give him a year out on loan to develop himself, and yeah, hopefully next season we'll come back being first choice. Leighton Stewart from Liverpool on a free transfer as well. Yeah, a good little young striker. He might not make it with us, but getting first team football, scoring goals somewhere, and we might be able to make a bit of money off him as well. Determination work rate a bit low, but it's a free transfer, so I thought, why not give it a go? Charlie Savage, free from Manchester United. To be honest, I quite like looking. I think he's decent, but again, I wanted him to get some first team football somewhere, to help his development. Maybe another year of it as well, and he might be all right to come into the first team at some point. Ryan Leonard, this is my first team signing. He was a free transfer from Millwall. He's got a lot of experience, and he's just an all-round good midfielder. He's been brought in just to be that ball-winning midfielder, to be competitive in the park. He's quite tall as well, so he adds that height advantage in there as well. So yeah, I'm really happy to add him to the team. Then we've got Sam Winnell as well on a free transfer from Sheffield Wednesday, 30-year-old centre forward who, to be honest, I like his stats. He's a decent finisher, very good penalty taker. Physicals are still good, and he's got some decent mentals as well. Places shots as well, and likes to get the crowd going. So for a free transfer, I think this is a great signing, and he's local to the area as well. Next, we've got Murray Wallace, centre half. Again, free transfer, and I think this is another bit of fantastic business. He came from Millwall as well, so he knows Leonard quite well. And defensive attributes, exactly what he wants. He can pass the balls, also he could be a ball-playing defender if we want him to be. Mentals are awesome, and physicals, apart from losing a bit of pace, it is awesome. He's also very much left-footed as well, which is decent. Puts a little bit more on the left-hand side of the centre half. Likes to mark his opponent tightly. Tries to play his way out of trouble, which is good, and doesn't dive into tackles. But I think he'll be very useful for League One. Next we got Zach Clough. Again, a player I've heard of before from his days at Bolton. He is he's 26. I keep thinking he's still young, but he's not. But his technicals for a finisher, for a striker, are very, very good. Mentals, it's just really his decision making, which isn't great, but it's not too bad. And his physicals are okay as well. I feel like he might get injured a lot, but I feel like off the bench he might be something to completely change the game for us. So I'm very happy with this. He's got that creative spark as well, which I think we'll need going forward. Next one is I brought Aidan Fitzpatrick back in for another loan. Basically, I was getting a bit worried because we hadn't signed many wingers at the moment. So I thought I'll get him in, just to make sure that we're okay. And to be honest, he's always been a solid player for us anyway. And if anyone out of all players I know could make him League One, I feel like he could as well. So yeah, welcome back, Aidan. Next one we've got is a guy called Reece Mitchell. I'll tell you now, this is the signing I'm most excited about. The fact I've actually spent money on him as well is a bit of a giveaway. But just look at him. Just sit there and bask in how much quality he has. I signed him for £95,000 from Bolton. That is ridiculous for League One and for a 17-year-old kid. Technicals, class. Mentals, for a 17-year-old, is class. And the physicals, for a 17-year-old, they're decent. But obviously we want to develop those physicals a bit more. But yeah, like I said, for a League One player, these are ridiculous. So hopefully we can kind of build a team around him. So he'll be with us for the long run. And as I think he's absolutely ridiculously good. And hopefully he can score the goals and create goals for us this season. I'm looking at him and I can't quite decide where I want to play him. Do I want to play him as a centre forward? Do I want to play him as a left winger behind the striker? Maybe an inside forward on the right. You can even play in centre midfield, which I never noticed till now. Can he play in there? Yeah, he can play it. He's class at the Mazzala role. Apart from the tackling, he's class in there. So I don't really know what I want to do with him because he's so good. I know his current ability is 3 stars, but he's like one of my best players already at the age of 17. I'm so excited by this transfer. It's ridiculous. Next one is Kevin McDonald. Again, another experienced player. Holding midfielder, deep line playmaker who I wanted to bring because I want to try and play a bit more football. And he's 6'2". He's got decent passing, vision, teamwork's very good. So his technicals all around are decent for passing the ball around and tackling. His mentals are, I think, very, very good. And his physical's starting to go down a bit, but he's not going to be moving that much anyway. So he's just going to sit there and try and create play and get that ball moving. So to be honest, I thought this was a great signing. To be honest, I think it's just for the season, but he should add a lot to us. So I'm very happy to welcome him in. Donald Love as well for a right back. We sold both our right backs, so we need to bring in a couple more. And this is the first signing we made. Donald Love from, apparently it's Oxford, but I swear he used to play for Sunderland. I'm not making it up, am I? No, he was on loan at Oxford from Shrewsbury. But he did play for Sunderland as well. Yeah, so I think for League One, he's another decent defender. Tackle his marking could be a bit better, but he's going to try and get forward more. And yeah, stuff like that. He's going to be a bit of a rotation player, and I'll show you the guy we've got in as well to probably take his place more often than not. But yeah, I thought this was a decent addition to the side as well. Next one we've got is we've managed to bring Herbie Kane back in on loan. He's also a deep line playmaker, and he's going to be sitting just in front of the back line as well, a bit like Kevin McDonald. So a bit of a few options there to improve the side. And the other right back we brought in is Luke Matheson. He moved to Norwich, and we managed to get him in on loan. He only wanted £425k a week. Norwich, not K, £425 a week. Sorry, Norwich did. So I thought, yeah, what a great deal for a good young fullback coming up, and it just strengthens the team for us. So I'm very happy to bring him in as well. help develop him and yeah, see what happens. And the last one we made is Sepp van der Berg, who is a quality centre half, Liverpool player, and yeah, we've got him on a fairly cheap wage. It says zero up there, but we're having to pay a couple of grand. I think it's £500 a week we're paying. So yeah, Sepp van der Berg, quality youngster from Liverpool, ball playing defender, libero as well if I wanted to. And yeah, I think that this is another fantastic addition we've got to the side. So yeah, as I said, far from done, but I feel like we're taking positive steps forward. A couple of positions I still want to improve on. So we have brought 170k's worth of players, and we have sold £1.3 million worth of players. So as you can see, finances are decent. Overall balance 1.6. Transfer budget still 115k, but we're spending over our wage budget. I am trying to offload a few players, so I still need to bring a few players in. So, yeah, we'll go to have a look at the squad for the first game of the season. So, this is the line that we're going with. We're going Sarkic in goal. Love at right back to start off with. I think ideally it's going to be Matheson going forward as our first choice, but I think he's played a game fairly recently before joining us, but he'll miss out for the time being. We're going to start off with Hoban and Wallace at centre back, with Collins at left back. Collins is developing very nicely as well, by the way. Herbie Kane will be playing the deep line playmaker. Would you rather be defend? Yeah, we'll put you on defend. So Herbie Kane's playing defend, deep line playmaker. Leonard's the ball winning midfielder, with Magoma playing Mazzala attack. On the right wing, we've got Fitzpatrick, left wing Tuazi, with Sam Winnell as the poacher up top. Are we playing away? Yeah, we're playing away, so I might change that from poacher to forward. Think about it. So on the bench, we've got Matheson, Roberts, Maguire, McDonald, Ward, Hardy, and Mitchell. Mitchell did get injured in pre-season, so he's just returned to full fitness. So I'm going to give him some time off the bench. And as you can see, we've still got a lot of players on trial as well, who we're keeping an eye on, hoping to bring a few players in. But I won't go through who any of those players are, because it'll just be a nice surprise for you. Okay, so yeah, we'll go straight to the first match. It's just going to be the one game today, because I've already waffled on long enough. So yeah, we'll go straight into it. Yeah, that's going to be the lineup. You know what? We'll go a bit more positive. Also, apologies if the audio sounds different. I've had to move. I'm not in my usual office. I've been booted out of there because, as you're all aware of everything going on with coronavirus, me and my wife are both working from home. And she's drawn rank and she's got the office, so I'm in the dining room at the moment. So yeah, all fun. So yeah, apologies if the audio sounds a bit different. Hopefully it's not too bad. And hopefully it won't be for too long either, but it probably will be. Not wanting to scaremonger or anything, but to be honest, if it does go on for a while, I get to work from home for a bit and play a bit more Football Manager, don't we? Yeah, we'll go straight into it. So yeah, tell me what you think of the signings I've made, and next episode we'll come back for the last game of the season, not that far. The game after the transfer window, and I'll show you some more signings makers. There should be at least another 4 or 5 signings, I reckon, because looking at the piece of paper I've got in front of me, we got a lot more to do. Like, for example, I need at least one more left winger. Ideally, I want to get another right winger in there as well as another creative midfielder, another midfield destroyer. And I also think I need a new keeper as well. So yeah, it's all going to be, there's always going to be a lot of work to be done. So yeah, we're playing Lincoln. They are playing a 4-2-3-1 formation, and we're going to stick with our 4-3-3. Right, let's have a quick check the team. We're Young Dogs got there and caused an upset. No response to that. New captain for the season as well is, I know it's still Roberts, but Murray Wallace is our vice captain now. I think ideally he's going to be our captain going forward over the next few seasons, because I'm still debating if Roberts is actually going to be good enough for this level. But I think for the time being, I'm happy to keep in the squad now. Okay, so it's a corner, ball whipped in, headed away. Lewis on the ball. Oh, we've won it back, Fitzpatrick. Oh, keeper saves it. So close to taking the lead there, but just wasn't to be. Fitzpatrick to take this corner. Ball whipped in. Kane over the top of the bar. Herbie Kane. That was in it. Actually, I need to go through and look at the set piece tactics actually, because I feel like we've got different heights of player now. So, press the wrong button. That's going to overwhelm everybody. Magoma, ball whipped in. Oh, good save, Vickers. That was a good shot, to be fair. Good save. Corner whipped in. Wallace. Free kick Lincoln. Wallace has shot Galloway. I wonder what happened to Brendan Galloway. It's always used to be highly rated on the game, but free kick to Lincoln. Who's taking it? Newell. Has a shot. Good save. Sarkic. Rebound on their first attack, and it's their first goal. Dominic Samuel with it. Sarkic has really flattered it. And this is why I need a new keeper. He just pushed it straight out in front of the striker. That's poor. It was in his chest as well. Easily could have caught it. That's the frustrating thing. Thrown to Lincoln. Thrown in. Chapman. Across to the back post. Headed away. Johnson. Pulls it back to Palmer. Palmer again. Back to Johnson. Walsall win the ball, but I lose it. Kane wins it now. What can happen? Herbie Kane down the line. Tuazi competing with it, but Johnson gets there first. And they played out Anderson now on for Lincoln. Down their right hand side. Pulls the ball back to Chapman. Chapman to Newell. Won the ball back. Winnell now. Sam Winnell play up to Tuazi. Tuazi, one more, can he? No, he's going low. Tuazi shoots straight at Vickers. And in fact, we've created a lot of chances, to be fair. We've done all right. But it's just being clinical. That's the issue. Fitzpatrick beats his man, shoots, and very, very far and wide. So, yeah. Lots of positives. But it's just that last bit. Bostwick clears away. Tuazi. Back to Love. Tries to play cross ball, but it cut out. Newell now on the counter for Lincoln. Over the top. Anderson, 1-on-1. Anderson shoots goal. Harry Anderson makes it 2-0 Lincoln. And it's 2-0 Lincoln just before half time. Not what we want to be seeing. That's a poor goal to concede. Especially on the counter. Keeper again. You've got to do better than that. I don't know if I'm just being too harsh on him or not, but I don't know. Maybe I am. So if I accept to see much better showing in the second half. Ryan Leonard's having a good game. Lewis Fitzpatrick. Assertive. I'm not happy with the performance out there. Maybe it's because I'm trying to be too positive. Maybe I need to drop back to cautious. Yeah, Fitzpatrick's having a poor game. I feel like he might be the first one to drop out. Yeah, Fitzpatrick's going off. Tuazi on to the right. And Mitchell's going to come on as a winger on this left-hand side. See how he gets on. And I think I'm going to take off Donald Love as well because he's having a poor game. I'm going to put Matheson on. So double change. We need to change things up. Hopefully we can create a few chances at least. Yeah, nothing seems to be happening. What we'll do is we'll take Sam Winnell off, put Tuazi up top, and we'll put Grant Ward on the right hand side. And we'll have another bit of a moan at the players. We've got attacking. Because we've got to try and get a goal back. Not the start to the season we wanted. Might be a little bit more difficult than I anticipated. Free kick to Lincoln. Plays it back. Anderson strikes. Just wide. Get creative. So we need a goal. Well, we need two. But Lincoln with the throw. Clark plays it on the line. Herbie Kane wins it. Ward. Over top to Wazi, but Wazi doesn't win it. Palmer out wide to Anderson. Anderson now on their right hand side. Pulls it back to Palmer. Palmer shoots. Looks like hit the post and went wide. Yeah, we've just seen. Very long we're attacking. We haven't actually attacked. So, yeah, not the best start to the season. Pass completion ratio 44%. Might regret picking Anderson up. Anderson gets Patrick even. I think he's going to be. I want him to be my bench player. Ideally, he's not going to be my starting winger, but that's going to be a concern if that's what's happened. If he does end up being my starting winger, that wasn't good enough. So yeah, that's it for the first episode. Hopefully, results will be better than that, and we won't be in a relegation now, because that's the last thing we want this season. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please drop a message or a comment, on if you like the video or not, and what you think of the signings as well. Tell me where you think we're going to finish and all that sort of stuff, and we can have a bit of a chat about it as well in the comments. But yeah, again guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Cheers. Bye.